Welcome back to the playthrough of Dungeons and Chaos. Now, if you missed the first part, we did go through the prologue. We introduced the team and who we're going to be using. Now, let's go ahead and get into our first set of quests by Parnos. So I'll send you some important missions. Mission. Of course, it's got to be rats. And the second one's would be outside. So we got some hostile giant rats in the caves below the shelter here. So let's go kill them. And he's got a leader. Oh, looks like he's going to cast light on us. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's find where that cave entrance is. Oh, it's back over here. Well, those look like toilets. Those are interesting. Little alcoves with water buckets. Can only mean one thing. Alright, nice little kitchen area. Looks like that path is blocked by a little green wizard looking guy. That goes outside. What's up north? Alright. Nice little spider. Like in a little cave area. A couple doors. We'll come back for that chest. It looks like we got the cave entrance here. Let's go ahead and go down. Alright, as soon as you walk past the radius of light cast by the fires and down the cave, you see movement in the shadows. Animal eyes are watching you. Alright. Let's see if we can find this rat leader and make mincemeat out of him. Get out of here. Alright, so we shouldn't have a problem with this, according to our gut feeling. Alright, so it looks like, let's change auto behavior, see what we have here. And of course, she's a fighter. Let's leave her on advance. Basic spell. Yeah, let's keep lightning there. Mage on magic missile. And of course, let's keep our healer cleric on passive. Well, everything looks good there. Let's go here. Alright, everything was off, so let's see here. Let's start a few of these guys. Let's see how auto does for us, and if we need to make some adjustments, we'll do that. That was fairly simple here. Now, before we go further, let's check our difficulty level. Let's turn that up to normal there. Let's see how that should prove a little bit more of a challenge here. We won't be slaughtering those rats quite as easy. There's quite a little cave complex down here. There's another encounter here. Let's do the same combat function here. Maybe we have to change it or bring it off here. Looks like these giant rats are kind of squishy. They're going down pretty easy. Nothing up there. Oh, we found something. 2 items, 25 gold, no spell books. Alright. So we got a one-handed sword and a unknown bow. Let's go ahead and take all of that. And let us switch out this bow though. Let's go ahead and equip our rogue with a bow. Let's make him a little bit of a range fighter. He can't use that sword, but she can. Let's go ahead and see what we have. That's a little bit higher damage. 2% less chance of bleed. A little bit more armor. Let's go ahead and equip that. Let's get back to finding the rats here. Looks like we're a bit low on mana for our druid and our mage. Let's go ahead and rest. Got a couple different functions here. Rest until healed, until mana's refilled, so you can do either or both. It's like 15 turns and 60 turns. Those are just kind of waiting functions. Let's go ahead and rest until healed. We got both mana and life decrease there. Notice the right over here, it does show that increase. Alright, and automatically comes off once we're done. Now let's continue exploring here. See some bones. No, nothing over there. Now, one of the tips in the loading screen says that if a wall looks suspicious, you should search. I mean, all these walls down here look kind of suspicious, like they got something in them, but we're not going to spend the time to go ahead and search a lot of them. Let's go try to get these rats done and dead. Still fairly simple. And again, it is recommended that if you've played RPGs quite a bit and you're used to combat tactics and stylings and you feel confident in your skills, go ahead and change that difficulty level up a little higher. Looks like we found another skeleton here. And it's a sling. It'd be good for a druid. Let's just go ahead and take it and get out of here. Alright, we got a little map function up here in the left-hand corner here. Now, this pulls up our surrounding area. It says it takes a few seconds. So it shows everywhere that we've explored so far. That's pretty handy. Pretty handy. I think it should have one little zoom function more. Maybe one click out. Make it a little more functional. See a little bit more. Long, narrow passageway here. We got another rat and a skeleton up here. Let's get this rat and see if that skeleton has anything with it. Alright, let's go ahead and go off. Let's manually do this fight here. Let's move them all forward a little bit. Should be able to start firing on these rats here. Not quite with him. You're not doing anything. Move forward. Cleric still hasn't got anything to do. Let's see here. We are in range. Ooh, that was a pretty good hit. Oh, out of mana. Mana funnel. It is a free magic damage attack, which is always nice. Keep moving forward here. Nobody needs healed yet, so let's just kind of move around. Alright. Druid still can't do anything. Let's go ahead and boost armor here, since you are being hit by a rat. One more step. Still nothing for the druid. We're going to have to rest here. I'm out of mana on these guys here. Right down. Well, if you notice, the manual combat takes a little bit longer, but I mean, for tougher fights, it's probably best to be doing that. But for these little tiny rats, we can probably just keep it on auto here. Alright, so that skeleton did give us a short sword and a invidious dagger. You see, that's pretty decent. I don't think anybody's using a dagger right now, though. Let's go ahead and rest here. That druid and our mage makes everything go a lot quicker. Their elemental damage is outstanding right now for these lower levels. You notice our light that Parnos casted on us is starting to drain out. I wonder if it's going to surround us a little bit. Oh, and we found a strange rat. I wonder if this is going to be the leader here. And 5 giant rats. Let's go ahead. Let's leave everybody on auto so quickly we can get this done with. And there is a nice little function up here. You can mark targets. You click it and decide who you want to focus on. You see it's got your little crosshairs there. And anybody who's ranged or throwing magic, they're going to focus on that target. And everybody else, melee fighters, just go who's in range. He's a tough rat. He's got everybody low pretty much. And we still survived. And that did complete our quest here. Alright. Now you gave us one item, so we can either check the items or we can take all and leave. Let's look at our fight here. Now, a couple of direct kills with our melees and our mages here. Decent damage output. If you notice, our melee is actually far out damaging our mages. Hopefully that changes here soon. Let's go ahead and take all. Now, it does look like we got a little bit more to explore, but we're pretty beat up. Let's kind of hide over here in this corner here and rest. Let's catch our breath, get our mana back under us. This is taking quite a while here. And of course, looks like the cleric and the mage is our last two on their mana. Might need to get some mana regen items for them to speed that up. Right, these rats should be fairly easy. Yeah. Easy peasy. Alright, let's explore the rest of this cave. Well, we got a couple more rats up here. Going pretty good. Let's see here. Another skeleton. Another little thing of loot. We got a ring. We got a unidentified dagger. Let's continue up here. Get it to where we have no dark spots on our map. At least to start out with. I always want to get the loot in low levels. If they're not a significant upgrade, we can always sell them, get a little bit of gold, save up, maybe purchase something a little bit nicer. Oh, another rat coming after us. Again, we're doing this on normal. And if it's a little bit difficult for you, or for your party's not killing us quickly, you can always turn that difficulty down to easy or very easy, or if it is very easy for you, you can always turn it back up. Nice adjustability here. And that's a dead end. Alright, I think we've pretty much explored all this here. Let's go ahead and open up our map just to make sure. There we go. Let's look at this. Yeah, that looks like we got everywhere in these lower caves. Let's go back out and get our little reward for killing these rats here. Try to avoid any new rat battles. Get out of here a little bit. You notice while we're walking, the mana is regenerating over time, so that's a nice little touch. It's not like we have to stop and rest every couple of battles. Let's get back over here to Parnos. Alright, let's talk. Alright, he automatically gives our reward for the rats, 300 gold. That's pretty decent for this amount here. 25 XP. Alright, well done dealing with the rats. Here's some extra gold and some experience points. Make sure you spend the gold wisely. Training and equipment have equal importance. Alright, let's see a new category. Outside. I guess outside's our new quest. We're going to venture outside and see if we can find a settlement. Alright. Now he does have a couple of other, I don't think we talked about that. Evil forces, giving us a little coordinated, little update on the coordinated attacks that happen on the castle. Oh, and the light conversation lets him cast light on us again. That's handy. Alright, he does train. Let's see what he trains. Trains identify and trains magic lore. Alright, it says it's paramount for spellcasters to learn new spells and for spell improvements. We'll probably be putting those on them once they level up here. The other one's identify. Identify, my previous playthroughs, I've never really used identify. I've kind of stuck it at level 1 or 2, kind of across the board with everybody, just to have it handy. And it's good for when you're just out exploring, you got a lot of random creatures. It lets you equip the loot immediately and identify it and know its magical properties. I'm going to go ahead and rest and get healed up here. And we'll explore this cave a little bit more. We got a couple of NPCs here that I'd like to go through and see if they offer anything else. Now, one thing that Parnos did have, he did have a shop function. Let's see what that is about before we get going anywhere else, since he's right here. Alright. He says he doesn't buy items, so let's see what his special functions are. Identify. Looks like he's going to identify our items for free. And I bet that's a nice little handy function. But once you get some higher magic items, like most games, if you get unidentified magic items and they're powerful, that identification cost is like skyrocket. So if you got somebody who can do it for free, that is handy. He looks like a ranger. Told you. Yeah, he's a marksman. Alright. So using the Elven City, so he knows about that. Undead, he once saw an elf with a holy bow, and even though the arrows passed through the physical ribcage, the skeleton's unslowed, the undead disintegrated instantly. That is handy. And he trains. He trains range skills. We don't have any talent points yet, because we haven't quite leveled up. Got a little bit of way to go. And we got this little green rogue wizard guy here. Esquire. He's a cleric. Alright. He heals. And he heals us. That is nice. Let's see what he does. Exorcist. There's a great evil in the world, and I hope to once be able to smite the dark forces with holy wrath. Even though they are when I can sense the undead. Oh, he's giving us a quest. Looks like we got our little bit of side quest here. So we got a tomb of sorts. It has a bunch of decay around it. And he's going to teach us holy chant. Well, let's go ahead and get a little bit more information. It's a powerful enchantment that monks and clerics can invoke, and it promotes righteousness regardless of the enemies. Alright. And he trains healing hands and the unknown skill. I'm going to imagine that's going to be holy chant once we get that unlocked here. So we'll keep that on the back burner. Who else we got in the cave here? We got somebody standing guard. We can talk to him. Dalios. Alright. He's just guarding the entrance. He can train. Shield bash. That comes in handy. So that buffs your melee skill and supplements it when you're carrying a shield. That's nice. Nice little cooldown skill. And up here, we have Vortas. Good day jumps. He's the one that trained us, so I imagine he can still train quite a bit here, right? Spiders. Captured a spider, and he wants us to go kill some more. And this is to kill 2. So this is our second side quest. And what he can train is unarmed, one-handed blade, two-handed blade, two-handed axe, one-handed blunt, two-handed blunt staff. Got an unknown skill and an unknown skill. We haven't quite unlocked those yet. Interesting. Who do we got over here? We have Pabjo. So he's a weaponsmith, a carpenter, a trader. Get click happy and go, Alright, so he does buy and sell things, hopefully. Yes, he does. Alright. And of course, he has the special function to identify. Looks like he can't identify, though. He can sell prefixes, without prefix, cursed items. Cursed items aren't implemented yet, so those are coming soon in Chapter 3. Now, we can sell all items in our stash or all items in our inventory. But we're not going to do that. We're going to see if we have anything that is of use to us. Boost health. Let's go ahead and put that on our fighter, since he's going to be kind of our main little meat shield up front. It's a decent little bow. Let's see if that's anything. It's got better accuracy. Let's go ahead and swap that out. We don't need that sling. I think these swords are about the same here. Yeah. Okay, those are a little bit the same. Nobody's running short swords or daggers. Although I think it would be a nice little function that later on in the development, if that shield slot for rangers and rogues, they could dual wield, like say, a long sword and a short sword, or a short sword and a dagger. Add a little bit of damage, a little bit of defense functions to it. That would be a nice touch. But let's just go ahead and individually sell these. Let's see if there's anything of interest here. Let's sort by price. We only have about 2,000 gold. Most expensive one, 15,000. That's quite a ways out our range here. Let's see here. Who's got the most functionality here? Let's fit. He's got a decent little inherited shield. And a helmet. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy him a helmet. Looks like that's, getting tossed in our stash and not our inventory. We can probably fix that. Go ahead and equip. He can wear a helmet too. Let's go ahead and get that. Let's get our guys geared out. Relatively nice starting out here. It does look like the druids can wear armor, so let's go ahead and beef him up with a little bit of armor. Not quite as squishy, I guess. The cape gives some armor, so let's go ahead and do that with our mage. Silk tunic, not the much there. I think that's going to be just about it. I did see a decent bow out here. Let's see here. I lack the strength. It's the wrong class. Looks like a rogue can't use that type of bow. But a ranger can. But he lacks strength. Alright, so we're going to have to get our strength up quite a bit to be able to run these items. So let's go ahead and get back out of here. Now, we were supposed to exit the shelter and find the province, or find the town, and speak with people there. So let's go ahead and do that in part 3.